saw this opportunity for teaching abroad in Spain, I knew it was something I wanted to try, and I ended up really, really loving where I went. I had never taught anything before, so that was a bit of a challenge at first. I had been involved in the past with helping out with classes, but never conducting it myself. And when I went abroad, I didn't know exactly how to make lessons plans, but I quickly learned and was helped by Heather so much, so it became a lot of fun. Teaching to a variety of age groups was at first a little bit nerve-wracking because it was hard enough just getting used to one, but after I got used to all of them, and they were all amazing. The kids were a lot of fun because we could do a lot of different activities and crafts. The most memorable part of my time abroad was probably the relationships I formed with people, and I met incredible people, and probably also the sights I was able to see in a new city, new location. I had been to Spain before, but it was completely different. And one thing that was great about this experience is that I will continue to grow with the relationships I've made with the people there, and I know I'll keep in touch with them forever. So I would absolutely recommend study abroad to any student and every student who has ever thought about doing that. It's such a incredible experience, and I think everyone should experience it somehow.
My position is an English teacher in Spain, Valladolid, Spain, and I work for United Cultures, I'm actually the director of it and also a teacher there. My role in the internship experience is first off organizing it, find a host family for the student to stay with for the 3 months that they're over with me, and then organizing which classes they can go in and observe or help out, and which classes they actually can kind of get in there and teach. I support the students by keeping in touch, basically meeting up with them once a week just to see if they need anything, go over lesson plans. I try to plan the lesson plans in the beginning of the experience for them, go over it with them, give them some ideas, and then little by little let them start planning lessons. By the end, they're pretty much planning them by themselves, even though we still meet up and go over them, make sure everything's okay. I tried to go in and observe Dana a couple times too, observe the students and give them an idea of how they're doing, what went really well, what they could maybe improve on, give them some ideas on how to improve. I think it's important for students to experience other cultures just because it really opens up your eyes to what's out there.
My name is Song Chen-Zhong. Normally people just call me Song. The GCC student come to the Chengdu YMCA as a volunteer, work for the Chengdu YMCA, and also we will take them to our schools in the poolside or the counties around Chengdu cities. So normally there will be the English teacher to teach the English in the school and also serve the people in the community.
Hi, I'm Melissa Brown, and I was an English instruction intern in Chengdu, China. The reason I applied for this internship was because I actually wanted to pursue a career in teaching abroad when I graduated. Chengdu is a really big city, and I was amazed by the buildings because they're very colorful. And even though the city's modernizing, you can still see bits and pieces of what the old culture used to be like. Like, you walk down the street from our apartment and there's a Buddhist temple. The most surprising part about this internship for me was the people, because they're just so friendly. They welcomed us with open arms, and even just walking to work, people walk up to us and be like, "Hi, you're beautiful," and it was great. Working with the Y, it was actually like working with a family. It was so great. I never got homesick because of it, and because of Mr. Chen Zong's song, Barbara and I felt at home, and they took care of us when we needed it. They fed us great lunches, and they helped us, figure out where all the nearest grocery stores are, and they were awesome. When we weren't teaching, we were taken out by friends to go sightseeing in the city on the weekends, and when we had more extended breaks, we would, visit anywhere from the Chengdu Panda Reserve to a flight to Beijing. My trip to Beijing was absolutely fantastic. The highlight was obviously the Great Wall. Hiked it for about 4 hours. This internship changed my life because it opened my eyes and kind of broadened my horizon to a more culturally diverse way of life.
I'm Barbara Simon, and I taught over in Chengdu, China for my internship. Well, I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I kind of wanted to open my eyes to see what else was out there, so I knew that I would be teaching a lot, which was nice, and get new experience. The most surprising thing about my experience was that I didn't get homesick at all because, the people there, everyone at the Y, your teachers, your students, everyone welcomed you. The food is wonderful. It is Chinese food here is nothing compared to the food there. You don't know spicy until you've gone there and had the food there. So, teaching English to all the different age groups and all the different people was challenging at first. You have to first get used to the culture and everything, so you don't know what to say and what not to say. And after a while, it became easier. We got the routine down. We knew how to handle things and how to handle the students because it's very different there. So I would absolutely recommend studying abroad to other people because it was great. I got to see a bunch of different things and do a bunch of different things and realize things about myself that I didn't know before. And I would definitely go back and study abroad, and definitely China. It was great, so I recommend this 100% to anyone.